WC is investigating tonight after an 85-year-old woman was killed by an alligator while walking her dog in Fort Pierce. Neighbors say the 10-foot alligator lunged out of the water and grabbed her.
How did James Pullum get here? With a badly damaged hand, gashes on his arm, and a thick bandage. It all starts with one dead coyote.
I was walking down the neighborhood, and I was looking one way, so I wasn't even looking towards the wood.
Just around 7 p.m. on Friday, Pullum is on a walk in his neighborhood. He sees the coyote, and the coyote sees Pullum. Without warning, the coyote attacks. Pullum kicks the jackal, but it comes right back. Pullum tries to move away. He falls. The coyote jumps on Pullum. It's a full-on fight.
A deadly animal encounter. Two mountain bikers attacked by a cougar. One of them did not survive. Here's ABC's Will Carr.
Tonight, one dead, another lucky to be alive after authorities believe this mountain lion viciously attacked both.
Sounds like the gentleman was attacked by the mountain lion.
The two mountain biking on a remote trail outside of Seattle when the mountain lion pounced.
One of the victims hears a scream from the partner. He looks back and sees that they're being chased by a cougar down the trail.
The survivor, Isaac Cedarbaum, offering a terrifying account of the attack.
He said he had his whole entire head in the jaws of this animal and was being shaken around very, very horribly.
All quiet as we shot video of the scene, but this morning, around 8:40, screams for help could be heard through Elmwood Village. Multiple 911 calls came in.
There's a woman screaming, please call 911. I think where I was attacked by something.
A little boy, just 6 years old, was walking with his mother to school when a raccoon jumped on his back and started biting and scratching his face. Danny Wall says he was headed to work when he heard the mother's screams for help. Instinct kicked in. He threw the car into park and jumped out to help.
I see that he's clawed into the kid's face and he's biting the kid's face.
He grabbed his painting pole and started beating the animal.
I killed the raccoon. The kid jumped up. He was screaming. He was crying.
Wall's wife also heard the screams and called police.
All I saw was a man with a stick hitting.
Hello fellow survivors, this is your buddy RV Guy back again with another little quick video. And today guys, I'm just looking at animal attacks across the country. Different animals, raccoons, alligators, mountain lions, things like that, and see what's happening when these people get attacked. Now, all the videos that I just showed you, except this one, had something in common, guys. The first video with the lady that was walking her dog by the lake in Florida, that lady died. She lost her life. The alligator went after the dog, but it actually grabbed the lady and pulled her into the lake. God rest her soul. It's a terrible tragedy. But if she would have had something maybe to defend herself, like some type of walking stick or cane or something, she could have used it to maybe, you know, beat off the alligator or push him away or just deter him so she could get away. Now, the second gentleman that was fishing and the alligator jumped out of the water and chased him, he got away, but you saw how fast this thing was moving to get him. The third one, with the gentleman that was attacked by the coyote, he had no weapons. He had nothing. He had to fight him off with his hands, and he was a healthy gentleman. He wound up killing that coyote. But what if that was a child or an elderly person that didn't have the strength to fight this animal? The other one with the mountain lion, they didn't have any weapons either. They had nothing to defend themselves. The mountain lion grabbed and killed one guy. And the last ones with the raccoons, one raccoon chased to go right through the house. Nobody had anything to defend themselves, but they were fast. They were able to outrun it and get away. The last one was the only one different. The young man had a painter's pole. The painter's pole are made out of thick, I think, PVC or aluminum pipes, and he was able to defend himself. Now, don't get me wrong. The best defense against animal attack is this right here, right? Some type of firearm where you can let them know you're not playing around, okay? But if you don't have a firearm to defend yourself, I've come up with something that just might work in this situation. You know, some areas you're not allowed to carry firearms. You're not allowed in city areas. Some cities you're not allowed to carry them. But can you carry a tactical walking stick? Something that would really do the job. Now, they have all type of tactical walking sticks out there, guys. They have aluminum ones with little survival things inside, and hollow ones with little spear points. But I've come across something with the help of a product from Cold Steel, all right, that I want to show you guys today. This is going to be a two-part video, all right, guys? This is going to be introduction on how you can make one of these yourself and how I did it and how you could do it for yourself, how strong it is and what it's made of. And the second one I'll do a demonstration on. But without further ado, guys, I'd like to introduce you to my Cold Steel Tactical Walking Stick Spear. Guys, this is my Cold Steel Tactical Walking Stick Spear. When capped, it's 5 feet 4 inches of hard stained ash wood. When uncapped, it's 6 feet 8 inches long with a 16-inch hard carbon 1055 point. The walking stick spear is 1 inch thick with a leather strap for carry on one's back. So, let's get this bad boy over to the table and check it out. Okay, guys. I got the walking stick tactical spear on the table, and before I start this video, I just want to make a statement, guys. I do not represent Cold Steel. I'm not paid by Cold Steel in any shape, form, or fashion. I'm not connected with them. This is a do-it-yourself project that I did myself. The reason why I picked Cold Steel product is because I think they make a durable product. They make products the way that they were made in the old days. They're strong, sturdy, and they're battle ready. And that's why I picked this product, okay? Now, what I use to make this walking stick spear is the Cold Steel MMA Tri-Lance Spear. Now, the Tri-Lance Spear is a total length of 6 feet 8 inches long. And it's a lance spear that was used jousting and hunting by different cultures, the French, Native Americans, Indians, cowboys, and all of the different cultures use a lance spear for hunting and jousting and such things. Now, 6 feet of spear, 6 feet 8 inches that is of spear, is a little bit too long to make a walking stick for me, so I had to cut down about 16 inches off of it, and that gave me about 5 feet 4 inches, which is perfect, okay? And I know you're saying that, well, you lost, you know, some of your length. Not really, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But first of all, when you order it, it comes in a box like this. All right? When you open it up, it's going to be in this plastic. Now, this thing is so long, guys, we're going to do it in sections, okay? Let's move the box out of the way. Let's take the plastic off. And this is it, guys. This is 16 inches of high 1055 high carbon steel, heat treated with a powder coating, and it comes to a lance point, if you guys can see this. All right, 16 inches. That's the business end. Now, when it comes in the box, it has this little plastic cap on it. All right, we're gonna remove that cap. You're not gonna need that. All right, and here is the tip. I want you guys to see this. This is a 3-bladed, inch in diameter, high carbon steel lance point. And I've seen Cold Steel videos where this stuff goes through Their stuff goes through car doors and all different type of stuff. Car doors, wood, metal, chunks of ice, carcasses of animals. It just right through the bone, right through everything, okay? Now, that's the first thing. Also, you're going to get an ash pole, which is about the same length. The total length of the ash pole is going to be about 6 feet 8 inches. And that's just a little bit too long for me. A land spear is meant to ride on a horse and, throw it. I'm not riding on a horse. What I need is a walking stick, something I can defend myself, right? So what you're going to do is, let me move this back a little bit. You're going to cut off about 60 inches off the bottom of the pole, okay? Which is about the same length as the spear point itself, all right? Put this to the side. You're going to cut that off the bottom. Now, the pole itself already comes whittled down to fit up in here. This part is hollow right here, and the pole will fit up in there, and they're going to give you 2 screws that you screw inside here. There's 2 little holes. What I did was I went through with a drill all the way through the wood itself, all the way through the ash wood, guys, and I put a screw with a nut, and I'm going to show you the reason for that in a minute. Screw with a nut with some Loctite, okay? Moving down, I've also added a strap, a leather strap, so you can carry this along your back. If you're ever in a situation where you're going to climb out of some place, you want to be able to put it on your back a certain way, right? And I've got some keepers on here, just to keep the strap in place, all right? As you guys can see right here. Now, talking about the pole, ash wood is a decent hardwood, guys. They use ash wood in things like baseball bats and hockey sticks and sports equipment. So it has a bit of flexibility, and it is strong. And this ash pole is 1 inch in diameter. And I believe when you do the strength, I looked this up, it can withstand about 980 something pounds, almost 1,000 pounds. So you should be able to fight off any type of adversary with this without it breaking. I'd wish it was a hickory inch diameter pole, or maybe even a oak diameter pole, but they're a little bit more heavy. This was meant to be a spear for throwing, so that's why I used ash. I might just change this pole if I can find an oak diameter pole of the length. I'd rather it be an oak because it's just a little bit stronger. But ash wood is a good wood, and it is stained and treated, okay? Now going down the pole some more, you see the other hook attachment for the strap that would go around your back. And when we get to the end of the pole, what I did was I put, get this up for you guys so you guys can see it. I put a walking stick, there we go, walking stick tip, metal, plastic, and I epoxied the whole thing so it can still be used as a walking stick, and you can dig into the ground and use a walking stick and not have to worry about it, all right? It's all screwed into the bottom here, okay? Now, I know what you guys are saying, well, how can you use that as a walking stick if you've got this point right here? What if you trip and fall and it goes up through your neck or something like that? That's where your creativity comes in, guys. What you're going to do is you're going to make a PVC cap for it, okay? A PVC pipe cap. And I've done this with a PVC, 1 inch in diameter PVC pipe. It goes on just like so. It fits in the bottom, and there you go. It's capped off at the top. I've painted it leather brown to match, and you don't have to worry when you use it as a walking stick, okay? When you want to use it as a spear to defend yourself, very simple, guys. As you see right here, you see something coming at you, twist, take off, right? Slide it on the bottom of the end, or not slide it. If you need the extra lift, it slides on and it locks in place, just like this, and there. Now you have your 6 foot 8 inches staff ready to go. Again, you don't have to put it on, but if you want that little extra reach, you can use it. All right? Take this off. Now, I'm going to show you what you need to do this project, guys, okay? Okay, guys, these are the products that you're going to need to make this. You're going to go to your Lowe's, your Home Depot, and you're going to get a 1-inch diameter PCV pipe, all right, with the cap. You're going to go to the cap section and buy the cap. You're going to cut this pipe with your saw, okay, with your saw. You're going to cut this pipe to about, I'd say about 17 inches, guys, okay? You're going to cut it off 17 inches. Remember, you got to cover the 16 inches plus an inch to go down on your pole. The 16-inch is the length of the spear point, the carbon steel spear point, and it's 1 inch in diameter. That's why you got to get the 1-inch pipe. All right, now once you cut it, let's move it out of the way. Once you cut it, you're going to need a drill. All right, and the reason why you're going to need to drill and a 1-inch borer like this is because what you're going to do is you're just going to bore out the opening a little bit. Because remember, it is 1 inch. It's going to meet up evenly, but you're going to bore this out. It's going to take about 45 minutes to do it right. You're going to be creative. You're going to sit there and just bore it out, check it, and slide it back on and make sure it fits, okay? Once you have it bored up enough where it slides over the pole and the spear point, where it fits snug, you're going to cap it. You're going to get your 1-inch cap. You're going to put the cap. The finished product, guys, is going to be this, okay? This is your finished product, all right? As you can see how that bore slips in and out of there, because I took my time and I bored it out, and this is your finished product. The cap fits on there nice. Now you can glue this cap on, or, you know, once it's on there, it snaps on there pretty tight, but I put a little bit of glue on there to make it stay. But this is going to be to protect you. So as you're walking, you know, you're using it as a walking stick. You don't fall and trip and the spear goes up through your chin and kills you or something like that. You've got a cap on it. It's on there snug. All right? This is the finished product, guys. All right? After you get it, you're going to paint it. I picked the leather brown paint. Now, you can get a paint that has like a primer in it, sort of stick on there a little bit better. Or you can take a piece of sandpaper and sand it and rough it up and paint it. But you know, you can paint it any color. I picked the leather brown because the brown matches the pole. All right, and it looks a little bit better. If you want to put a leather strap on the back, that's up to you. I just thought it would be handy because you can strap it all over your back. You might have to climb out of an area. You might have to, you know, you want your hands free. Also, when you get your walking stick spear from Cold Steel, here, there's going to have a hole right there, and there's going to be another hole on the other side. And they're going to send you 2 screws. And what you're going to do is you're going to screw it in. The stick already comes shaved down and whittled down to slide in there perfectly. What I did was I found a bit, I shoved the pole all the way down here as much as I could, and I went right through it, and I put a screw with a bolt and some Loctite. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to come out. But the reason why I did this, because at the end, right here, I carved a little notch, so when you twist it, it locks in place. And that was just my design. You could do yours any way you want to, but I did mine this way, guys. Okay? Okay, guys. Now let's talk about the advantages of something like this. First of all, it's a walking stick, so it's a third appendage, all right? It's a third appendage that you can use. Say you sprain your ankle, trying to get away from something or someone, you have something you can use. You're out hiking and you know, twist your ankle, or you just want stability. It adds as a third leg, kind of like a tripod. You have your 2 legs and you have another one, the walking stick leg, and just for stability. Maybe you need a walking stick, right? Maybe you got bad back, you can't stand that well, or bad knees. You put the weight on this. Like I said, this is hard ash wood. It could withstand up to about 1,000 pounds. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to break on you. And you can support yourself, all right? Also, let's get to the business end of it. That's what everybody wants to hear about, right? All right. Take it off. Here. Now, this is the business end to this thing, guys. Take a look at this point. All right, it's tri-pointed. It's going to go in and open up an inch wide diameter wound, and it's going to be 16 inches long. 16 inches, guys. Just to prove it, I'll prove it to you. All right, let's measure it just to prove it. There we go. 16 inches. All right. You guys can see this. 16 inches long. There we go. From here to here. That's going to cause considerable damage, guys. I don't think I know of any raccoon, coyote, stray dog, mountain lion whose body is thicker or wider than 16 inches. It's just, you're going to decimate whatever you're stabbing. And let's get this straight. This is not a clobbering or slashing. This is a jabbing weapon. You're going to be able to stand back and defend yourself and jab whatever animal, monster, creature, whatever comes at you. Jab, jab, jab. Inch diameter holes in their torso, guys. Their torso, their face, their eye socket, it's just going to decimate them. Come on, think about it. If these animals, they want an easy kill. That's why they try to pounce on you and attack you from bushes and hidden structures, because they want an easy kill. They don't want anything they're going to have to fight back with. With this, you can fight them off. And once they get jabbed with this, they're going to turn around and run. No matter what it is. It's not going to want, once and then twice and then 3 times, and you're just pulling it out and slashing it and pulling it out and jabbing it in and putting it out and sticking it back in. They're not going to want it. They're going to turn around and leave you alone. They want an easy kill. They have no hospitals to go to. All they have is their teeth and their claws, which is nothing compared to this. Okay? Just look at this, guys. This is beautiful. Secondly, you might live in a state where you can't carry a firearm, but you can carry a stick. You can carry a walking stick. I've seen people with walking sticks when they walk their dogs. I've seen them with bats. I've seen them with little mop sticks. I've seen them with, so you can carry those things also. And it's not always a wild animal. It might be a stray animal. I've seen videos where, these stray dogs have attacked children and kids and this and that, and they couldn't get them off. Once you shove this in the side of a dog, a cat, or anything, they're going to let go and turn around and be like, what the hell was that? Okay? I think this is an ideal weapon. Now, there are tactical walking sticks that are hollow, made of strong aluminum or stainless steel. They screw together, and inside each little section, right, it might be sectioned off, and you could put, I don't know, fishing equipment and little emergency things in there. And those are cool. But if I'm going to be out in the field, I'm going to have a backpack with my own real emergency equipment in it. I'm not going to need... I want something that I want to know. When I take off the cap off this sucker, when I take this off, all right? When I take this off, guys, I'm ready to do the job. And that's what this is. Like I said, the reason why I picked cold steel is because they make weapons that are meant to be used. They make tools and weapons that are meant to be used, and that's what this is. Now, I also put some leather keepers on here, and that holds this strap into place. Okay? That holds this strap into place. And this is a leather strap that I throw in here because, guys, you never know. You might... And it's an adjustable strap also. Okay, guys? You never know. You might... you're walking out, you're hiking, whatever, and you fall down, you want to climb over something, you want to climb out of a hole or whatever, put it on your back. You don't want to throw your thing up there, somebody walks by and take it while you're climbing out. Put it on your back. Always have it with you. Just makes it more convenient. And on the end, I think I mentioned this before, but on the end, let me get the end down here. This thing is long, guys. On the end, I put a walking stick tip. Now, you can order these tips off of Amazon. There's a brass with a plastic with a screw that goes down in. And I epoxied the all inside, sealed it all up, and yeah, this part would be down in the dirt to give you traction. But I'm very, very pleased with this, and this would be along with a firearm and maybe some bear spray would be the things I would carry out if I was in the woods. And why would I carry this with these? Well, Murphy's Law, guys. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong, right? Isn't that how it works? Let's say your firearm, it misfires, right? It doesn't work for some reason. You haven't been maintaining it, or it just misfires and it gets all jammed up. Let's say the bear spray, it gets all gooked up in the nozzle and it can't come out right. And you know, with this, as long as you can jab, you can cause damage. All right, there's no way this is going to fail you, and that's what I like about it. And not only that, like I said, you have a walking stick, you have a way to survive. And this could be used for many scenarios. Let's take these zombie apocalypse type of movie things, right? Where these guys, they climb up on top of a car or a van, and the zombies are reaching up to get them. You don't want to swing over with a bat and they pull you over. You could stand up and just jab them through the eye socket, right? Jab them through the eye socket. Like I said, this is a stabbing thing, guys. This is not a slashing or beating thing. This is a stabbing thing. And trust me, whatever you stab with this, they're done. I'm talking about mountain lion, coyote, raccoon, dog, Count Dracula, whatever. I don't know. They're done. Nobody wants to be at the end of this, guys. Nobody. Like I said, the only thing I would change with this is I would change this pole to maybe hickory or oak. But this is what they gave you with, because this is intended to be a spear. And ash wood is still a decent wood, guys. You just got to treat it because of the weather. Water and stuff gets to ash. It messes it up. But you stain it, you treat it good, maybe even epoxy it, and you have a good little spear. So this is the first video of my tactical cold steel walking stick spear. I'm going to do another video where I demonstrate it, where I'm stabbing certain things and doing certain things, but I just want to show you guys this, okay? And give you an idea of what you can do with a little bit of creativity. This has been your buddy RV Guy. Until next time, guys. Peace.